Almost time for some American football here in the Spanish capital of Madrid. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Washington Commanders and the Miami Dolphins. Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're off and running from Madrid. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. This is Jacory Kronsky-Merritt for the first time. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's second down.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. It's McLaurin downfield. It won't be a touchdown, Gronk, but it sure was close. He winds up out of bounds just about a yard shy of the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
60 Eagles, 6,
Kronsky-Merritt will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Go! Cowboy 80.
Gets it again. This time he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead right away. Gay with the point after. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Dolphins 0.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
Washington.
D.S. Griggs to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. First and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating an offense now behind the chains. That's exactly how you're looking to start.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Pass it downfield, working the left. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
First down, here's Tua. He lofts one deep, center of the field. He's got it inside the 10. There it is, touchdown Miami. The Dolphins finish off their opening drive. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins start off well and tie things 7-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On the ready.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. Set. 60 by 6. 60 by 6. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
From the gun, it's Daniels. It's Cox. This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Commanders will have a first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Let go. Let go.
Now run it out of the pistol. Krosky-Merritt can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Play action now with Daniels. Forced out to his right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 25. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders break the tie here in the first. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Extra point converted by Gay. And the Commanders take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Commanders 14. Dolphins.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Eskridge on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes first and 10. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kicked off, Trey Amos. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Here's Krosky-Merritt on the carry. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Let's go. Hey, hey.
Going to the ground again on first. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's Krosky Harris. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Stops by Chop Robinson.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Ready.
Firing quickly out line, Daniels. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. Gay with the point after. And the Commanders double their lead to 14.
Commanders 21, Dolphins 7.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
Kickoff for Washington.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
All right, come on.
Tagovailoa on 1st down. Buys time, rolling right. And apparently he sees no other option than to get rid of it on what is the final play of our 1st quarter. That's the end of one here. The Commanders have an early lead. Back with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Completes this one to Jahan Johnson. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here.
First down.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first.
6-yard line.
And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Launches one deep downfield. Oh, this is getting up there early. Intercepted again. Jonathan Jones makes the play. They've helped them get this early lead, Brock, and they are just continuing to do their part to try to push this game further out of reach.
Yep, stepping on the gas. That's twice in a row now. Interceptions the last 2 drives. Now this offense has an opportunity.
By a man, and now he's in the clear. Still fighting forward. The 40. Hits the 20. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point converted by Gay. And the Commanders stretch their lead to 21.
Commanders 28, Dolphins 7.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
Eskridge on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Eskridge on the return. The Dolphins take over
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
44, ready. 118, number 1, high.
2nd and 1. Has him on the quick hitter. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. That's caught, Devon Achane. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Tua again. And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins get it back to a 14-point game. Sanders all set to send it away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. A run, it's Krosky Merritt. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just got swarming.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Ready.
They'll run here following the penalty. Had some room to work, and he took advantage, giving 7.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. They run, it's Krosky Merritt. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Let's go, man. Press on, ladies.
The screen pass falls incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard.
Ready.
Fourth down, here's Daniels. It's caught by McLaurin. Again, he's got room. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His third through the air this game. And that one right down the middle. And the Commanders stretch their lead to 21.
Dolphins.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Eskridge on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10.
32 stand. 44. Ready. Farther along. 32.
Out of the gun. Tagovailoa. Short pass brought in. Has some daylight through the 40. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Tagovailoa on first down. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
32. Ready.
Second and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
It's double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn small losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
20 TX.
Here he is on third and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. Run now with Prosky Merritt. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
39-yard line.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2.
Flat, 2. Hey, go.
They give it to him again. Blast through midfield. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge in that green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Throwing on first down, Daniels. That's McLaurin with a catch out left. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. A 4th one in this game, and one more ties the record. That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders continue piling on to this lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Eskridge on the return. that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Ridge on the return. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
They're right here. Out.
First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Options are open here. It's second and inches.
Ready. Solo left side on. Watch it, Oscar.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Commanders will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his third strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
7 yards on that last play, so this is second and 3. Dumped off to his running back. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on third down. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Third down, 1 yard to go. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half. Third and a lone yard coming up.
70 Timberwolves.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He beams one. Deep right. Oh, my. It's intercepted in the end zone. Benjamin Morrison comes up with it. And the Dolphins do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
Wish we had more, Brock, but still a couple of quarters left to play here in Madrid as we are underway in our second half. Eskridge on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes first and 10.
All right, fellas, listen up. 20, TX. Out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds a man right side. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Miami.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
All right. Out.
Tua off the play fake. He puts some power on a deep one left. That's complete inside the 35. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First down, here's Tua. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
Go ahead. Hey, 20. 22.
Again, it's Tagovailoa. Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. And he come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
22-yard line.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Hey, get set. Ready, set.
He's sticking to the air. It's Tagovailoa. He finds Dotson left side. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
To the air yet again. Tagovailoa dialing up a receiver screen. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal.
Hey, Tugger Wood!
Here's Tagovailoa again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
3rd and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here.
Ready. Team.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. On the move, headed right. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
So the offense staying on the field from a bit of a distance here. They're going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey. All right, go ahead, go. Ready. Out.
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins cut the lead by a quarter. Down out of 21.
42, Dolphins 21. Jason Sanders.
Sanders all set to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Another carry for him. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. Now here it goes, down the right sideline. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them.
Okay, quick.
Penalty not helping their cause for this third down.
Come on. Ready.
Here's Daniels. He throws a bullet deep to the right. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Benjamin Morrison comes up with it. And the Dolphins get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Daniels pass. Intercepted. They'll take over first down and goal.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal.
Ready, shot.
Achan punches it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Devon Achan with the touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Dolphins get it back to a 14-point game.
Commanders 42. Dolphins 48. Jason Sanders to kick.
Sanders all set to send it away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10. Their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
Ready, go.
Back to the well again. Now that's not what the offense styled up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Here we go.
Daniels throwing on third. Complete beyond the marker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. They're working a couple yards past the line. It's the rookie out of UCLA, Brock, Carson Schlesinger, making the stop.
It's a pickup at 3.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now.
Brings up third and 8.
This one goes off left tackle. Play not developing as they had hoped, so that's a loss of yardage, Brock. Fourth down coming up. The Commanders ready for the punt.
Way in punt formation for Washington.
Brings it in at the 12. And that return's going to come to a close as we reach the end of our quarter. Just one quarter remaining in this one. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the fourth. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes first and 10.
Solo left side. Corner, long. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Now two at a throw. Downfield, this finds Waddle. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. And the Commanders pick this one up. And that right there is going to be the spot they take over as they pick up a couple extra yards on the fumble return.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them, Kate's going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now. Tell him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, ready?
He went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. First carry now for Austin Eckler. All right, they bought him a little room. That run good for 6 on 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Ready?
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Come on, come on. Ready?
Quick throw is caught. We will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
Go!
Handoff now from the gun. He picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up 2nd down.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Back-to-back carries here. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. He gets him 3. This brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. They give it to him up the middle. They charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Check! Unlock right!
They're headed up the middle. Ooh, no luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they send him backwards on 3rd and goal. After the run, though, we see he's in some visible pain out there. No doubt from that big hit he took. Trainers have to look at him now. And they're really trying to pile it on here. The offense staying out there on 4th and goal.
Ready?
To throw, Daniels. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Dolphins have some new life in the 4th.
Well, Kate, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one is probably the most costly.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Tagovailoa off the play fake. It is caught left side. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
We are to the 2-minute warning in Madrid. Dolphins, 14 points back. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
20, TX. Whoa.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's Dotson with a catch out right. And a gritty play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. It's a pickup of 39 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now. Forced out to his right. He just throws this one away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Once again, from the 19-yard line, it's 2nd and 10.
Go ahead.
Tua out of the pistol. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Watch it, Oscar.
Looking to throw it. He has the 1st over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
That's good for Dolphins. 1st down. 1st and goal.
Etienne has the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins now within 1 score in the 4th. Devon Etienne with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins chuck the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Dolphins 35. Jason Sanders.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Going the out route complete. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Let's go. Let's go.
Running it now under the gun. Nothing doing here as he only manages the arm. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
This is Eckler on second. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Setting up to pass. Throw right side is caught by Samuel. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Their punter making his way out now. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And the punter earning some high fives on that one. They're going to down this kick at the 3.
3-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
All right.
Back to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. They connect on the deep shot. And he will take this all the way up near midfield. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. Here he is to throw. Has him ready to come back. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either.
All right, come on. All right, go ahead, go. Ready.
He'll look to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. Now he takes it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Tua now from the gun. He has it at the 5. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Let's go.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
To score this as a win for the Commanders.